From afar, the forest around the Globe Cinema roundabout looks pristine and well kept, but the short canopies and the greenery hides the foulness that creeps underneath. The Nairobi River, once clean and better maintained, is in many places choking with filth. The unmistakable whiff of raw sewage rents the air. The environment may look slightly peaceful, but it isn't. NTV has learned that the casuals who used to maintain the small forest and the river are long gone. The number has kept reducing. Before, there were hundreds who maintained the forest and the entire stretch of the river. Now there is only a guard at the forest. The river, where land was last cleaned more than a year ago. And with that, the dirt has gathered. There is no longer a tight oversight. The cleaning up of the Nairobi River had been a project of the Ministry of Environment, then led by John Michuki, started in 2009. And most of the trees were planted at that time.
If I get the resources I'm looking for, and I'm sure, I have no doubt I'm going to get it, this city in 3 years will be different.
He got the resources, and the river and the city were clean, but only for a while. While the place is definitely better than it was before Michuki came around, it could do with some more care and attention. It appears to have been neglected by subsequent leaders who took over from where he left. Today, February 21st, marks 5 years since the former minister died, and while his legacy still lives on, it could do with a jolt. The neglect is worse further downstream, where garbage and sewage meet to form the murky river. The people who work around here remember the good old days.
Hii mto kwa mwaka kama 2 hivi imepita, hapa tulikuwa tumepandiwa nyasi, kukinyesha hatukuwa tunapitia kwa matope, kulikuwa mpaka na pavement. Miti ilikuwa mingi, mtu akisikia ni kama amechoka. Tulikuwa na pahali pa kutulia.
They say the garbage is too much and is now affecting their health.
Hii takataka hatujui inarushagwa na nani, lakini inatupagwa usiku. Na kanjo hata wakikuja wakifagia wanakuja wanaimwaga tu hapo wengine. Hii maji hata tulikuwa tumiaga mwaka ingine hapa kuoga mikono. Sasa hii hata huwezi kuoga mikono. Ukiangalia pale vizuri iko mafi inamwagikaga.
But while the environment has been a disaster in the transport sector, there is also not much to write home about. Michuki was famed for bringing order into a lawless sector. He ordered that all public service vehicles would have speed governors and seatbelts.
Michuki sahi akivuvuka angekuwa disappointed sana kwa sababu actually sahi hakuna watu wanatili hizo maishu. Hizo za mishipi nini hakuna. Pia makarau pia hadi polisi pia wako tu accountable. Kuna vile hata wafanye maneno zao kwa gari.
He reduced overloading in them and ordered the drivers and conductors to dress in uniforms and have badges to identify them.
Hii ndio picha yako. Sasa unaona? Very smart. Very smart.
The speed governors appear to have been replaced by the speed guns manned by policemen and NTSA on the highways. As for seatbelts, that matter is better left to rest there, with the passengers, policemen and even the matatu operators all to blame.
Wote wako kuraumiwa kwa sababu kuna gari ziko na mishipi poa, lakini unapata mteja afungi yako tu zile za hataki kufunga.
Michuki's other notable law was to limit sound pollution, with the order that anyone or establishment that made sound or noise that went beyond 30 meters would be prosecuted.
Science, not Michuki, science has shown that it is harmful, any noise above 60 decibels.
That too has been ignored. He may have had his faults, but his policies changed a lot when he was alive and when he was there to see them being implemented. Andrew Ochieng, NTV.